my gosh, thank you guys so much for joining me today for the kitchen show. This is my first stand-up experience, so please give me any and all feedback. I will warn you, I do have massive swimmer's ear going on, so please be really loud and or gesture wildly so I know what I should change for the future. So yeah, I have been swimming a lot recently, and by a lot, I mean like 2 or 3 times a week. I'm sure you can tell because I'm like super fit looking. But yeah, I know. Honestly, I'm not that fit looking, but on the inside I'm getting really, really swole. Like super swole. Do people say that? I don't know. I don't know that they do. I think it's like someone said it once and then someone took it to the extreme and we just thought like bros said that and all the bros are like, no, we don't say that. Why? This is a stereotype about us. We hate this. But who knows? I'll ask a bro the next time I see them. So I've been swimming a lot. It's been really good. It's actually like really relaxing. You know, you use all your muscles, low impact exercise, and I love like feeling my arms and I'm like underneath this 30 layers of fat. I feel the muscle growing. So that's been really satisfying. There are some drawbacks though. Like, I don't know if any of you out there have super sensitive skin like I do. Like, I have had every kind of problem you could ever have with the face, it feels like. Like, I had dermatitis, I had like super severe acne when I was in high school, like the kind that was called cystic. Yeah, that sounds gross. It was gross. And I had to use this thing called Accutane to like literally restructure my pores so that they would not produce as much sebum and like gross stuff. So, yeah. Super sensitive skin, and I've had a reoccurrence of this dermatitis that I thought I had gotten rid of like years ago, and it happens to be like around my eye, and it is triggered whenever like water hits it and then dries. So literally you could like be in the pool and you know your face is nice and it seems clear and you get out and you literally have like this bright red rash and people are like, what the hell is happening? What? You need to go to a doctor. Like, I literally had a person once touch my face. Literally, they came up and they touched my face and they said, you should go to a dermatologist. I'm like, bitch, I know, I have an appointment. It's like 2 months out. People are busy. They have eye rashes. I'm not the only one. So, you know, that's a drawback I'm not the biggest fan of. And so, and then on top of that, I just kind of like am damp and smell like chlorine all the time. So, you know, because you gotta shower before the pool, you get in the pool, and then you get in the hot tub, and then you have to shower after, and it's just like constantly wet and chlorinated. But I am the kind of person who loves to talk about bodies, like too much information, because guess what? We may all differ on political views, religious beliefs. My card was full, but I think I was leaving off on I armor up with whatever that was. So I have this thing. It's been wonderful. Let me tell you, long-term birth control will change your life. Change it because you don't have to remember when to take a pill, and if you forget it, you're not freaking out. Or if you're like halfway to your destination for like a long weekend and then you're like, crap, I left my birth control. Let's turn around and go get it. Like, that sucks, and I have done that before. It's horrible. So with this new implant, which I can't remember, which you'd think would be really Nexplanon, that's what it is. I armor up with Nexplanon. And let me tell you, it was like the weirdest thing in the beginning was like being able to feel it, and it was sore, and like I would lie on it and like it would move. I mean, it was like sore and like moving, and I think it was just trying to like settle in my tissues, which is like super gross, but I find it really interesting. So sorry for those of you who are like disgusted right now. But so it like settled out, and after that it's been fine, but I have had like weird spotting, which was a side effect that I knew about. But let me tell you, this spotting is not like cute little, you know, blood spots. It's like disgusting. It is like black sludge. And you know what it reminds me of? Do you guys watch Game of Thrones? Okay, this is a spoiler, so if you want to watch, whatever. But it's like in season 3 of Game of Thrones when Melisandre gives birth to like the shadow. The shadow demon comes out. That is what this has been like. So, you know, for those of you, you know, wanting to take Nexplanon, spotting is a side effect, and you might be giving birth to shadow babies every once in a while, okay? So that, you know, it's been really interesting. And, you know, birth control is kind of a a double-edged sword, because you get it because you don't want to have kids, or you know, you have hormonal issues, or you want to actually control acne instead of getting it. But then, like for me, the reason I got birth control was, well, before my husband and I were married, I didn't want to have babies before we were married, and now that we're married, I don't want to have babies until I'm like 30, and so we get the birth control, but it's like I want to have fun, meaningful sex. But I've noticed that with birth control, my sex drive is like, well, I have the opportunity to have sex like all the time and not have to worry about having kids that I don't want, and my sex drive is like, pfft. So getting older has been interesting. Like, I turned 26 recently, and I haven't, you know, I do not have like crises every year when I get older, because like 26 is not old at all. And honestly, I got my first gray hairs when I was like 21. So I saw that first gray hair, bing. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's death staring me in the face. Morbidity, life is not forever. We are all going to die one day. And so I've, you know, been thinking about that for about 5 years now, marinating in it. And I've just come to realize that I really don't care about getting older. Like, I feel like as I've gotten older, I've become more free. I mean, I'm talking to you guys about like shadow babies coming out of my vagina. So obviously a little bit more confidence has come into me as I've gotten older. And I'm excited to see where it goes. So yeah, I'm excited to see where life takes me in the next couple of years. And I want to just thank you all for coming out tonight. I really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a great weaving. Weaving is a weekend evening, okay? Or if you're going to get a weave, maybe you call it, I'm going for a weaving tonight. I'm gonna go get some tea and a weave. I don't know. But thank you all again for joining me today. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a great evening. And I'll see you next week. Bye.